I hope everybody's doing okay. I am Trish with Unique Me 303 Healing and Empowerment. Today has started off a little bit crazy. I didn't have any heat this morning. I didn't have heat a couple weeks ago either, or maybe a week or so ago, but we weren't able to figure out exactly what it was. So it didn't get fixed, and then it was warm and I didn't need it. And then today, trying to go to work, I couldn't see to drive. So I didn't get to go. My throat is a little bit messed up today, guys, so please bear with me. Let me turn that just a little bit. Anyhow, let's go ahead and get started. This is going to be Ascension messages for anybody who's already aware they're on an Ascension journey and going through an awakening process. So let's just see what they have for us. The angle was driving me crazy. I felt like I was looking at part of my face weird. But anyhow, so let's go ahead and get started with this. This is going to be Ascension messages for anybody who's already aware they're on an Ascension journey going through an awakening process. I'm not sick or anything. I just fell asleep with my air conditioning on last night, and it got really cold here last night. So my throat just sounds crazy from it being too cold in here. It was 60 degrees when I woke up, which is cold for me. Okay, so I'm getting an energy of mastery for some reason. I have absolutely no idea why it's coming out with this card, but I'm getting an energy of mastery. So a lot of you may be in this energy of really deepening the way that you're learning something that you're doing so that you can master it. So for many of you, this may have something to do with a calling or something to do with what your heart is desiring, not your physical human, but like, you know, your soul, like the true essence of who you are desires a certain thing, and you're being led in that direction to master that certain thing. For me, it's healing. I have but don't do as much healing as I used to do. I lost a lot of confidence a couple years ago because of a relationship that I was in and just certain things that were being said to me. And I really haven't got back there. There's a lot of fear. So for me, I have been nudged. I have been kind of forced. I've had all kinds of intuitive insight, like you need to do this. And it's been for several months, guys. It's been for a long time, for real, for real. But for some of you, maybe even you're going through that time of spirit, like really telling you like, hey, you need to do this or you need to do that. For some of you, you may feel like a lot of dark aspects of yourself are coming back to the surface. I've been kind of going through that. I've been eating a lot of junk food. I don't do that. I am one of those people that I feel my food, like it tells me do not eat me, and I've been doing it anyway. And so here today and yesterday, I've really started listening to my body again, because I put on probably about 7 pounds in the past 2 weeks, and I feel it. Anyhow, I don't want to fall back into those things I was doing, but I'm getting like some of you are going through this mastering energy, but I'm also feeling warrior type of energy, something to do with, and look what our first affirmation is. I just happened to glance at that. Forgot all about that. But anyway, warrior type of energy. So you may even be feeling like you're kind of having some negative aspects that are coming back up to the surface that you're having to like warrior through, push through, put that shield and armor on and tackle it in any way, shape, or form. So for some of you, I even get a feeling of conquering. So it seems as if we're knowing exactly what to do, and we're shifting and changing those aspects. So things are starting to come back to us. What is that that's coming back to us? It may just be that you're finally in alignment with that heart song. Whatever that calling is that's pulling at your heartstrings and telling you to go in that direction, and maybe has been for quite some time. Guess what? It's coming. Okay. It's returning to you. Why? Because you have been the warrior and you've conquered those demons, so to speak. And now is time. Okay. For some of you, this could be talking about your spiritual path. I feel like for many of you, this is talking about your spiritual path and something that you're making of yourself because of it. And some of you may even have a lot of communicating to do. So maybe through your singing, it could be through the information that you're sharing with somebody, but there's something to do with communication. So 2 cards back to back are telling me that even something that you're going through that may have to do with barriers or some sort of issues with communicating with your wants, needs, and desires, or speaking your truth, whatever it may be, you're warrioring through that and becoming a master at that as well. So a lot going on in this reading, but it's a lot of shifting and changing for the better. I feel like a lot of breakthrough energy, and I've been feeling that for a while, but for some of you, this is breakthrough energy. Some of you are even feeling like this energy kind of building up, like I just want to puke because I know what I'm supposed to be doing. I know that if I put time and energy into said thing that Spirit is telling me to do, that all will be well. But why is my fears so deep embedded in me that I can't move forward? So for some of you, this time of light coming to the shadows is revealing to you why you're so fearful. Maybe it's something that somebody said to you in the past. The tornado sirens are going off. Anyway, maybe it's something that somebody has said to you in the past, and it was repeated over and over and over again. It programmed you to believe that you're not as good as you think that you are, or maybe it's gave you some sort of inferior type of complexion, or I don't know. It could be so many different things. It's going to be different for everybody, but there's something that is just stopping you from moving forward. So finding out what that something is at 6:06 is highly important. Okay, I do feel like it has something to do with connection or with connections with people even. That maybe you're not paying attention to the connection, meaning Spirit might be giving you direction, but that fear is so embedded in you that you're not taking that direction. So Spirit's trying to redirect you into seeing other things that you're missing that may help you. Okay, it's almost like you know exactly what the issue is. So for me, let me just take my example. For me, I had a whole lot of confidence. Then me and somebody moved in together. Something that they said a few different times just really stuck in me. And the reason why it stuck in me is because it's the same type of things that I had already healed. So having heard that over and over and over again, even if it was a few times, it reawakened what was in me from my past that I had already healed. And it kind of just stuck with me. I didn't take the time to completely heal that, because I'll be damned if I'm going to go through years of trying to heal shit again. Like that was my feeling in it. And so I just let it go, and I heal when people get healing appointments, and I feel confident about that. But when it comes to like doing live healing and things like that I first had done when I first started my channel and stuff, it's like the confidence isn't there anymore. I'm afraid of judgment. I'm afraid of ridicule. And instead of pushing through that fear by just doing it, because I know that that's the solution, is just do it, meaning the healing, not just on clients, because like I said, I have complete confidence when it's just me and one other person. So, I know that I just need to do it. And as I do that, I know that things are going to start coming back to me. And if it might not even just be that things are going to come back to me. It's all about feeling successful, empowered, things of that sort as well. You know, I have worked my ass off, I feel, to become successful, and I still have roadblocks put in front of me. I still have, and a lot of it has to do with fear, the fear that I have. So some of you, your energy for this breakthrough is a slow moving energy. Why? Because you're not pushing through some sort of insecurity that you may have. Am I supposed to continue this card? Okay. Yeah. So discernment. I'm feeling like this energy of discernment. And if you listen to your discernment and take the suggestions that this reading is saying, success is ahead, that conqueror energy, that, you know, I've pushed through and mastered because I am tired of fighting this fight. I want success. I want bliss, I'm hearing for some of you. But anyway, using this discerning energy, when Spirit is telling you and guiding you through this like gut instinct not to eat that, or not to move in this direction, not to say that, or whatever it may be, then listen to that. Okay, this is also, I always feel curiosity from this card. So for some of you, you may have like a curious type of energy right now, and maybe you're trying new things. You know, for me, I've tried a million different ways of doing readings. I've tried doing readings and healings together, and I feel like that was the most successful. But I've changed my channel a lot in the past few years. Why? Because I'm still trying to find out who I am. I'm shifting and changing constantly. So people just need to get used to that. But I also am trying to get used to that. Like I'm used to doing one thing, and even if it doesn't work, continuing to do it, hoping that it's going to work. Instead, now I'm having to readjust all the time, doing new things with my channel and stuff of that sort. But what Spirit is screaming at me so that I am successful is you better get back to healing. Show people what you can do and how you can help them, and then help them. Okay, so 10:01. So for some of you, Spirit has been screaming at you. They're like, this energy can move a lot faster. So what are you going to do about it? So I have no doubt once I start doing that I'm going to be helping a lot of people, and that the business is going to get a little bit busier and things of that sort. And I just need to do it. And I just keep asking, like, what is holding me back? What is holding me back? And it's fears, doubts, insecurities because of what people have constantly said to me. Why are they saying that? Because they're insecure. Okay, this is my family members. This is somebody from my past that I was in a relationship with. But I've also had the opposite. I've had a lot of people support me and believe in me, not take me for granted, things of that sort. What other messages do you have for us for the next few days, please? For all those who are already aware they're on an ascension journey and going through an awakening process. So we have Sarasite, which is a card of travel. So somebody may be coming towards you, because I do feel as if this is saying somebody's coming in your direction. This doesn't necessarily mean that. You could be actually traveling. It could be referring to astral traveling for some of you. But I do feel like there's some sort of travel. For some of you, this is travel with your children or travel to see children, something of that sort. This resonates with me. In the past weekend, I had my daughter and her boyfriend and her baby here. And my son's baby was here for 2 days as well. And so, I had to take them home. So I resonate with this. But I feel like for many of you, this is travel to come. It's not past travel. This is something that's getting ready to happen. But I feel like for many of you, some of the epiphanies or clarity that may be coming to a situation, or just these deep inner knowings, because I know that if I do what Spirit is telling me to do, I'm going to be successful. I'm going to help a lot of people, which is what my goal is to help people. So that's where the success would come. But a lot of you are receiving information and clarity about maybe something to clear, to let go of from your past. Could even be recent past that is going to help you to move forward, but it's going to come in I don't know why I'm picking up that one, in a form of astral travel, lucid dreaming, something of that sort. Yes, they're saying. So for many of you, connection with children is something that you're being called to do. This may be talking to children, having children, something of that sort. I do feel like it's kind of going in a totally new direction right now. But for some of you, this is also referring to nurturing the inner child, trying to be more childlike, trying to play, like have a joyful participation about you. Don't take things too seriously. When I woke up and seen that my windows were fogged up and went out and tried to start up my car, because sometimes the heat would work and sometimes it wouldn't in the past couple of weeks. So I didn't know, it's an old van. So I just assumed that it would start working again. Okay. And it didn't. But anyway, so that was a frustrating morning this morning. But instead of getting aggravated and frustrated about it, I just text my boss like I normally would if something was going on. And I let her know what was going on. And I was like, there's nothing I can do about it. There's no reason for me to get mad. I don't have that much money to replace something in the vehicle, but God's going to make it work. The universe is going to make it happen. I said my prayer and I was like, look, I need $300 by blah, 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 blah. Make it happen. And the suggestions will be given to me, like go live or have a special or something on your, whatever. Spirit always directs me in what I need to do. So as I follow those directions and bring that childlike energy of not being so serious and just being okay with having faith, blind faith, and what the universe is going to do to help me out. So I feel like that may be a lot of what Spirit is trying to tell some of you, is just like walk in that blind faith and be childlike and playful and not worry. It's going to work out as long as you take the suggestions. Guys, readings are meant for given directions. So if you take a reading literal, that's cool. But if you don't take the suggestions that are given in this reading, then those things are not going to happen that are said in the reading. However, if you take suggestions that are given or the direction that is given, guess what? 100% you're going to have success in whatever it is that you're doing. It's just about guidance and listening. So if you're not taking the suggestions, these readings are really worthless to you. Some of you at this point are connecting deeper with the angels on a telepathic level. So an understanding of the way that they communicate by connecting, I feel, at the heart space, because they're taking me back up to this card, which is all about connection with the heart song. So I feel like for many of you, you may be integrating angels at this time or something like that. And I know many of you aren't going to understand that. That's for another video. But, you know, the angels are held within. They are also just a speck of God and the energy of love. And we integrate them, so to speak. The more that we connect with them, the more that we believe in them, the more that we pay attention to those repetitious numbers, signs, and synchronistic events that happen, the more that we call on each one of them for certain things that we may be going through. How do we know which angel? We look it up. You're going to use your gift of discernment to let you know whether the information that's being given on Google is correct or not. I never go with the first few things. I just wait until my heart or my gut kind of says, this is the one, read it. This is going to give you the information. And then when I do, I get chills or I feel the angel that I'm, you know, questioning. 1552, I was told to tell you guys for some reason. But anyhow, you know, some of you are in that energy of integrating those angels just by connecting with them in the ways that I was just talking about. I kind of got a little bit sidetracked. So for many of you, understanding the language of angels is going to be a big deal right now, but it's also something that is going to help you to connect with more passion for what it is that Spirit is seeking or forcing you or trying to get you to do. So for many of you, Spirit says, become passionate about it, become courageous about it, put on that shield and your helmet and take your sword and battle through the insecurities, the fears, the doubts, the what have you. Get out of this slow moving energy and into this forward moving energy of passion, bliss, success. This is a card of the root and sacral chakra, so creativity may be something that some of you are starting to kind of feel a little bit more of, or something of that sort. I'm also getting creativity with the children card, or the Kunzite, which is a card of children. But for some of you, you're setting firm foundations. The things that are coming back to the surface are making you even more passionate about shifting and changing, making that breakthrough happen. Because I feel like for many of you, you've been waiting on the breakthrough to happen, but you are the breakthrough. Okay, so you pushing through that insecurity, fear, or doubt is the breakthrough. Okay, and that breakthrough is going to bring you into successful energy, maybe even more abundance of money, time, energy, what have you. Which cards do I go to, please? They're telling me to go back to these. It took me probably 45 minutes to find a good spot where I wanted my camera this morning. I tried changing my camera position to the other way and you couldn't see the cards. I've been wanting this whole entire time that I've had my channel for you guys to be able to see the cards and me. And it just hasn't happened that way. I've even considered just taking me off of it altogether and just showing you guys the cards, and for some reason I felt like Spirit was saying, no, don't do that. I would love to not have my face on here, because what happens every time I'm looking at the camera, I'm looking at my flaws, what I feel like as flaws, and I'm constantly, even though I'm doing a reading, constantly thinking about, see how it looks like I'm going bald here. I'm not really going bald there. It's just my gray hair showing up. But I'm thinking like, are they thinking I'm bald, or, you know, what is going on here? But I'm constantly working through insecurities by looking into the camera. And sometimes it's not as bad as others, but sometimes it's really bad and I don't even want to do videos. So, you know, it just depends on the day. So many of us are awakening and developing psychic abilities, psychic gifts, things of that sort. So clairvoyance, clairaudience, clairsentience, telepathy, telekinesis, and the list goes on and on and on. For many of you, it's just this deep inner knowing. Okay, so claircognizance is what I believe that is called. So for some of you, you're really listening to the inner knowing. So for many of you, like I said, you already know what it is that Spirit's trying to push you to, and to put time and energy back into, maybe. So it's just about doing it. 1919, guys. Look that up on Sacred Scribes as well. Thank you. So we got the dog, which represents loyalty, friendship. It also could represent like a lot of childlike energy too, because dogs are very playful. I also am feeling this energy of a different type of connection with people. So I'm feeling like either you or somebody around you is presenting yourself or their self as genuine, loyal, more friendly. There's something about the disposition and self that has changed that people are observing and seeing is what I'm feeling. I do feel like there is some mountains ahead. This is those fears, doubts, and insecurities that Spirit is warning us about is all it is. But it's on top of the card of clarity. It's also on top of the angels. I'm sorry, this whole time I thought this was connection with angels, and it's connection with the moon, and they are laughing. I am hearing so much laughing, but it obviously was a message they wanted you to hear. They're saying yes. I'm actually getting nothing to do with the moon off of this at all. And I'm hearing ding, ding, ding. So I was right on with what I was saying. Anytime I hear the bells and whistles, that means I was spot on with what I was saying. However, this is the moon cycle card, so it may have something to do with moon cycles, paying attention to them, and I'm hearing no. But anyway, getting back to this, I feel like some of you are facing some sort of enemy type of presence or energy, and it's sitting on top of Ivel the Retriever, which is about communication, things coming back to you. It's also sitting on top of clarity coming to a situation. So the mountains that you're going to be facing are things that you're going to be able to get through. You may have, okay, they're saying the cycle is what I need to see. There's some sort of shift in cycle that's going to end, and then maybe a new one that's going to begin, because of you being childlike and facing these things and what have you. I do feel a whole lot of passion coming from this dog card, this friendly disposition card. Am I supposed to continue with these cards? Which cards do I go to? Thank you. Okay, guys, they're telling me to end with, let me get these out. What other messages do you have for us, please? For the next few days, for all those who are already aware. Thank you. All three of them. So, We the Hathers is talking about deep love, connection with support. It's also about deep love of something that is new to you, or maybe some sort of energy that is old to you that you're restarting is what I'm getting. So it's like it's new to you again because maybe you quit for several years. So for me, when I start doing these healings live again, it's going to be something that's restarting for me. But I'm also been told by Spirit, like, it's going to feel so much better than it did the first time that I started it. And I feel like it's because every bit of this process of me stopping or starting and then stopping for a while because of less confidence and then getting that confidence built back up, it's going to be that much better. And they're saying yes, yes, yes. So for some of you, that's the same type of energy that you're feeling, like you just know that you know that you know, like things are going to be so much better, but it's about doing it. And for many of us, we're just stuck in this energy of, but the fear's got me. So it's up to you. Which direction do you want things to go? Do you want this energy to keep moving slow? It's okay. You can take your time. Spirit says you can take your time. It's not a big deal. You're not being passed up for some sort of situation or some sort of breakthrough or whatever, but it's going to happen a lot slower than what it could happen if you was doing things that are suggested. So this is a card saying, like, if you move things along a little bit faster, the rewards are going to be there that much faster. So for some of you, you've been waiting on a breakthrough so that you can have financial security, or maybe a feeling of independence, or, you know, it could be anything. And Spirit's like, okay, well, do what we're telling you to do because the doors are already open. It's just up to you to decide, like, do I want the blessings and the rewards now, or do I want them to come to me slowly over time? And it's okay either way. All right, guys, I am a warrior. I am confident, perfect, and I am whole. Okay, guys, I'm going to, they keep screaming at me to get my feather, and we are going to sweep the aura real quick. So give me just a second. Any particular one? Okay. All right, guys. I forgot all about they wanted me to do this today, but we're going to sweep the aura a little bit. So just close your eyes and get comfortable. And what I'm going to do, I never do this, but we're going to blow up the aura. I'm going to blow into the screen a few different times. Each time that I do that, you're going to start to feel your chakras expand. As they expand, you're also going to feel your aura expand. It may feel as if your body is kind of growing outwards in all directions. Maybe you're growing taller, maybe even feel a little bit of a connection to the earth. And as I do so too, 444, I'm also going to be sweeping the energy off of the aura that is not needed or wanted at this time. So I'm going to go ahead and pray. Source God, higher self of those watching now or at a later date, I ask that you come and connect with me at this time as I blow into the screen all 3 times. I am intending on connecting with each of their chakras, expanding them, clearing them of any kind of energy that does not need to be there at this time. I'm also asking that you help me to clear their aura of any kind of unwanted energies as well. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I'm going to blow into the screen now. You may feel relaxed, very kind of centered and balanced as I do so. You'll feel the energy coming in through your head, expanding the crown, going down to each chakra and expanding them with each time that I blow in. You're going to feel it expand a little bit more. I'm going to do it now. They're wanting me to take a break in between each of the breaths that I'm doing. Right now I'm working on what they're showing me as being soul star, crown, third eye, eyes, ears. They're also showing me the pineal gland and casal chakra. As I'm seeing the energy sweeping off these areas, I'm also seeing Archangel Michael with blue energy and a shield. I don't know. It's not a shield like a shield of protection. This is like a shield of blue energy that's starting to go around the aura. So for some of you, you're going to feel that. Okay, I'm going to blow another breath in. This time you're going to feel expansion in the upper chakras again, but also, and I'm seeing throat, heart, and solar plexus. I'm going to start to sweep those energies. I'm also sweeping the shoulder chakras, the elbow chakras, heart, throat. Some of you could start to feel a little bit of heaviness building up in the groin area for whatever reason. I'm feeling that. I don't know exactly why, but we'll figure it out here in a second. I'm going to blow in another breath this time. You're going to feel all of the chakras that I've already expanded expand even more, and you're also going to feel the ones underneath it, the sacral, the root, and maybe even the earth star starting to expand. I'm hearing yes on the earth star because I was seeing it, I just wasn't for sure. So let's go ahead and send that breath in. You told me to do another. And another. And now I'm clearing the energy of the groin, the sacral, the root chakra. Do it this way. I'm also hearing kidneys. I'm not for sure, but rib chakras as well. I'm also going to clear energy off of the bottom part of your physical body. Also knee chakras. They're showing me the knee chakras and feet chakras, as well as clearing the heels and the lower parts of the feet. I'm also clearing out the energy between the feet and earth chakra. So for some of you, you're going to just start to feel an instant pull as I'm doing so. And now there's going to be one more breath coming in. I didn't think I'd be doing this many times, but one more coming in, and you're going to feel your whole entire energy aura start to expand. You're going to feel very, I'm hearing complete, but I wasn't going to say that. You may feel complete or just feel very balanced out, connected to both the earth and the universe. I'm going to do that now. Okay, guys, feel free to sit in this energy as I end this video. I will be making the video for the full reading giveaway here in just a moment, so be looking for that. I'm sorry I didn't get it out yesterday. Still had the baby here, the grandbaby here, so I didn't do anything but a TikTok yesterday after he got home, but I will get that done here in just a moment. If you are interested in a full reading giveaway, please like, share, subscribe, and follow. Like this video, as well as commenting either an affirmation, your name, the date down in the comments as a way of helping my channel to grow. I wasn't going to do it again this month or any other month because of the lack of participation. But as I said, so at the beginning of the month, I have had a lot of people participating. So thank you so, so much to those of you who are doing so. If you're interested in having a reading done live, I do 2 cards are free, 4 for $5 or 9 for $15 on a Facebook group called Healing, Readings, Empowerment, and More with Trish Poe. So please go ask to be a member of that. If you're not a member, I will not see your comment. You will not get a reading. I am going to go live tonight. So much love to you guys. Have a wonderful day. Bye.